What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? You guys say it's Monday, October 28th. I think some people were celebrating Halloween last weekend. I think some people are celebrating it like next weekend. I don't know which weekend you're supposed to like have the parties or whatever, but I guess it's a double whammy. I think it's actually this Thursday, but yeah, welcome to the weekly recap with Omni. There's a lot of news to talk about because a lot of things happened over the weekend. Starting with the biggest of them all, okay, apparently MrBeast has been reported to the FBI by Rosanna Pansino. That's right, MrBeast's #1 biggest hater in the world added the FBI. That's serious, okay? Like, it's not like a regular ad when you add somebody like, bro, why you add me? I'm not in this conversation. This is quite literally triggering the alerts of the Federal Bureau Investigation to be on the lookout for MrBeast and now and again one of his ex-best friends, Ava Chris Tyson, because apparently they found some Telegram chat logs that were, well, very disgusting. It says here, I've reported what I found and my concerns to the authorities. Hopefully they will look into these MrBeast Telegram company chat logs and other concerns. And then she adds YouTube, then she adds Team YouTube, and then she hashtags MrBeast. She created that. I didn't even know people even use hashtags anymore, homie. Oh my lord. She basically did the bat signal and snitched and told everybody, hey, Jimmy is guilty. Y'all need to look into this man's ASAP. Now, what happened in detail? I have some mismatched stories from what I understand, but already I can already tell that we're talking about MrBeast Telegram chats, and it has to do with Ava Chris Tyson. You already know, guys, that stuff is nasty. All right, you guys don't remember Ava Chris Tyson was MrBeast's best friend, got kicked off the MrBeast crew because they were basically caught sending messages like this to like minors, right? And amongst other things, like completely nasty person in general. This clip by Drama Alert saying Chris Tyson allegedly sent a revealing photo of a 13-year-old Ivanka Trump to MrBeast's alleged work group chat, according to Rosanna and Dogpack. Oh my God. Already kind of little, I mean, obviously that's nasty, but kind of confused because is that what they're looking at right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're saying that like you're looking at a Telegram and you're saying there's CPU, now it's on your computer. I don't know how the rules work with that when it comes to like, you know, being like, hey, we're looking at it because it was on someone else's. Like, I'm very confused. Let's see if we can kind of answer some questions by, you know, through discovery and looking at some of these clips.
I'm gonna get to the messages, starting with this sexually explicit photo of an alleged 13-year-old.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
They're looking at it. And editor, please, I don't even want to see. Edit, don't edit me out. Don't censor me out. Stop playing. I know what you did last time. Okay, I remember.
I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight.
So this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13. Her Mali agent, John Casablancas, has been accused of pedophilia, but reverse search the image only brings up 54 results, and most are just message boarded people using the image randomly. If this is true, they really tried to wild this from the internet. This thread is a nightmare with receipts. How is this not being addressed? Ew, man. God, yo, Ava, she was nasty. Oh, just nasty. Okay. All right. And how, man, what's wrong? What's wrong? That's just straight up. There's no way to spin it around. Like, this is just straight up CP, straight up borderline type P-feel stuff. If somebody anywhere in any kind of group chat anywhere decides to drop a naked picture of a 13-year-old, I'm out. That's it. That's my signal to literally leave, literally at the FBI and then be out. There's no way I'm copying and pasting the image, put it in a Google search. I'm not doing, brother, as soon as that pops up on my feed in any capacity, I am gone. And this was in a work group chat. Oh, brothers, this is nasty. Now look, I'm not pivoting this to Dogpack, okay? This all stems from Ava being the one to drop the image in the first place, okay? Maybe this is the mismanagement or the mishandling of like terrible evidence or something like that. I don't know, but like, I'm just like, I'm just kind of just reacting at the moment. But still, this is all just nasty ass Ava Chris Tyson. Even crazier, Rosanna Pansino dropped a 7-minute and 30-second video on Twitter that scrolls through the entirety of the Telegram channel. I think I'll bet with a few few like censors or something like that. It says, working to sort through the MrBeast company chat logs. Here is part 1 with a few redactions. These are from a Telegram channel that MrBeast, John Smith, and these chats use to communicate with Chris, Ava Tyson, and other employees. Trigger warning as they discuss many inappropriate topics, especially for a company that targets children. Why is MrBeast in there as John Smith? What do you mean, bro? So without even starting the video, frame 1, I see February 2020. That's 4 years ago. And it says, yeah, Ava Tyson, he got it back. And it's with ninjas saying Keemstar is a bald R word. Oh man, that's the classic freaking ninja tweet that people go back to every single time. So I won't show you guys the whole thing, but I'll read some of the weird ones that I see already, like 5 seconds in. Like Ava Chris Tyson saying, just went to an 11-year-old's b-day party. I was so uncomfortable. LMAO. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's nothing, but maybe it's because we already know so much about Ava Tyson where it's like if I'm an adult or something, I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm just going to communicate to people about like things like that. Maybe I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Am I off? Am I wrong? Like, I'm not going to be like, hey guys, I went to an 11-year-old's birthday party. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my brain, but that's just not something I would care to share with the homies. All right, that's nasty. I can't show you what was before there, but there was a picture of like Joe Biden holding a baby and then the hand zoomed in on Joe Biden's hand. Oh, that's just nasty, man. It's also kind of strange because it's just quite literally only Ava Tyson literally just dropping like meme after meme after meme of like weird stuff, sexual stuff. This one's a shooting at a child. It's just Ava, like it's literally just dump. Unprovoked, like no one's, it's just boom, boom, like just that person being like, yeah, let me just keep sharing all this craziness on the freaking internet. Another image that I can't show you guys is another suggestive image where Ava Chris Tyson posts a picture of a girl simply bent over, and then there's a guy like it's again very clear that she is sick in the head. She's sick. She's absolutely sick. This is the first time I've actually seen John Smith, I guess who is MrBeast, kind of respond as well. But after they posted a bunch of misogyny themes or tweets, it was like, this is beautiful, unlike women, because they ugly and stupid. He's a legend amongst men. So 2 deleted accounts in here that we don't know about. 2 people who was like, I don't know, they're not in here anymore. We don't know who they are, but their accounts got deleted. So I guess we don't know who they were, the people who were interacting with. But yeah, John Smith putting Chris got late. I will say when it comes to MrBeast, okay, and him and this whole Telegram thing or whatever is going on, it does not seem like he was like active participant, but it does look like he knows it existed. How much does he see? I would imagine all of it. I imagine everything that's getting posted here, he's aware of, right? Because this is like a situation where like Ava's just spamming just nasty stuff nonstop. But also don't see him being like a heavy participant in terms of the contribution so far. Okay, I'm almost halfway through. All right, so I finished looking at it, and I know this might come off as a surprise to you guys, but that seemed actually much more tame than I thought it was going to be. Outside of Ava, like Ava clearly has an issue, right? Just photo dumping every type of thing that she could have thought about, including things when it comes to like sexual suggestion stuff when it comes to kids. Like she's absolutely nasty. Everybody else, from what I can tell, seemed to kind of just been like existing or blending in without contributing anything too disgusting or too gross. I would say it was tame on everyone else's part, and it actually looks like MrBeast wasn't even like really involved much. He was posting like YouTube videos and tweets. Actually, most of the time looked like he was talking about content or YouTube. But it looked like Ava Chris Tyson was just like the nastiest of the bunch. She was just in there dropping and photo dumping anything they can think of. That's kind of like I want to say my review of this 7-minute leak. I think the biggest thing here is the whole dropping of that 13-year-old girl, right? That's the one that crossed the line into FBI territories, right? And if MrBeast knew, and everybody who was in there who knew, yeah, that's where you got to say, time out. No, bro, this is, no, absolutely hell no. This everything's getting shut down, and bro, you gotta go because this is getting too wild. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, on Rosanna's official YouTube channel, she did an entire view of looking at other messages as well that weren't in the Telegram apparently, and there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot. For those of you guys who made it this far, there's a lot I'm just not going to show you. Okay, it was so redundant, and I really just don't want to spoil your appetite with all the disgusting stuff I kind of just looked through. So just know that there's a good amount of just wildness going on, specifically coming from Ava Chris Tyson, which we kind of already knew is she's a disgusting human being. But all right, guys, this is Omni from the future. This is roughly around 5 p.m. Eastern. This is pretty breaking, and I feel like if I didn't include this in today's video, then it would not be authentic authentic or even fair for me to tell you what's happening with this MrBeast situation. Anyway, there's an update. Dogpack404 dropped a tweet that said, "Update. I have received the original source of the Ivanka photo. It's from an April 2000 British GQ magazine photo shoot. Surprisingly, it is actually her and she was 18 at the time. I'm sure now people will flip and say I should have reverse image searched the photo more before going to the authorities, the media. Also, Roe first visited the FBI before filming the YouTube video, another lie that's being spread. Everything was handled in accordance with the law, and again, Roe and I never reported Ava allegations of 13 as fact. I showed what Ava alleged, I showed the law, I showed that if it actually was a 13-year-old, it would constitute as CP in my opinion. Other people ran CP as fact, not us." The reason why you guys really needed to know this update, because without it, it would have seemed that MrBeast and Ava and them were all involved in some type of ring, which involved a picture that involved an underage minor. Those receipts, combined with the fact that Rosanna Pansino alerted the FBI, kind of points to what everyone is speculating, and you guys need to know what is exactly truth or what is exactly false. Even if someone has done something wrong in this situation, it is important that what is being reported is factual and correct and presented fairly as possible without leaving too much things open for speculation. So yeah, I just want you guys to have the full 411, because without it, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the wrong message would have been spread much more thoroughly throughout the internet. So guys, we got some great news here, some justice. That's right, Johnny Somali, the dude. This dude is still out here in the streets of the world, going around making fun of people's countries. He's still out there. If you guys don't know Johnny Somali, he's the streamer that was on Kick. I don't know if he's still on Kick or not, who's been going around and harassing people in every country, specifically in Asian countries. But he's most infamously known for going to Japan and then getting arrested and then just being an absolute menace. I think at one point he might have been Israel or somewhere as well, and he just goes, he streams, he pisses people off, and then he entices people to kind of like fight him, but they, it never actually happens until now, because apparently mans went over to South Korea, and looks like they weren't playing with the homies here. Apparently he must have got jumped. The Koreans were not messing around with this gang. Okay, so I'm pretty sure he's saying the ER. I do know, like in Korea, if you say niga, it's like kind of like, I think it means you, but I don't know. Looking at a black guy and saying with the ER, I think that's what we hearing. Sometimes it can be lost in translation, but I think he's nigga, right? He's with the ER, the remix version. Yeah, that's an ER. That's an ER. But who's
Why? Say it to my face. Okay, you face it. Okay.
Say it to my face.
Okay.
You're lucky cop. This nigga let go. He's lucky. Look, he gonna say it to cop.
Where's Johnny Somali? Oh, there it is to him.
Why are you not doing it? Get him! He's saying racial slurs.
So the thing is if you go to another country, specifically South Korea, all right, and then you come up there, you act a menace and everything, right? Like the cops aren't going to be like, "Oh no, you said a racial slur. Get them, boys!" Like, how dare you say the bad word? They're not going to get you for doing that, right? You were out here acting a menace, and now some racist dude is coming out here calling you the N-word with an ER nonstop. You got to hold that. You got to hold that, because you was the one up here in their country disrespecting their culture, and now your ass is grass. You're getting got.
He's saying racial slurs. Get him. He's literally saying racial slurs. Racial slurs.
He's mixing it. Nah, he know what he's doing. He's mixing it.
That's not okay. That's not okay.
You face it.
Why?
I know. My man was sitting there grinning, switching between saying "nigga," which means you, and then the whole ER. I know it. Y'all know it. Get his ass. To be honest, get his ass. I mean, look, to be honest, karma, I think they deserve more. Quite literally. I ain't wishing death, but I do hope they get jumped. Like, I was hoping that when he was in Japan, the Yakuza was going to come up here and just freaking mess him up, okay? But yeah, this is karma. I don't wish violence on people, but when you go to other people's countries and you just disrespect them nonstop and harass people like Jack Doherty and stuff, look, it's just karma, just coming around and swinging the energy back that you've been dishing out this entire time. It's the same energy just coming back at you. And I feel like it's something that needs to happen for these people to stop.
Oh, 씨발.
Yeah.
야, Somali. Oh, 씨발.
So yeah, this was right before the altercation, before the cops came through as well. And it looks like this one person said, screw it, mask off, and came at all three of Johnny Somali's crew. I respect it, to be honest. I'm waiting to the day where he goes to the wrong place at the wrong time, and then that's it, because that's where he is headed. Just imagine yourself making the most unliked, infamous person in the entire world. So wherever you go, someone's going to look at you and be like, oh, you're the dude that disrespects people in their own country. Welcome to my country. And then eventually, man's will probably get ended. This is a one-way ticket to just being ended. Well, this isn't my old friend iilluminauttii. Oh my lord. We haven't talked about her in absolute ages, and apparently we had our first update in month. I know you guys don't remember, but Pepperidge Farm remembers, but we were talking about this whole situation with this YouTuber by the name of iilluminauttii who got canceled. But because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the whole TLDR again because I've done it so many times, okay? All you really need to know is she's not a good person, okay? And essentially a whole bunch of people confirmed that she wasn't a good person. We found out that she was catfishing as another person. It was a really bad thing, and her entire channel has just now been like eviscerated. No, she lost a very successful YouTube channel because of all this nonsense that she put herself through. One of the victims of the situation, Oz Media, made an update saying, I will be making a more official announcement about this tomorrow or Sunday on my main channel. Blair, iilluminauttii, and I have mutually agreed to re-enter mediation, this time with a professional third party. If you guys don't know, Oz Media is currently in a lawsuit with Blair/iilluminauttii. iilluminauttii has basically been suing Oz Media and I think like two other people as well, people who just basically can't afford litigation costs as well, in order to recuperate XYZ, okay? Just suing people that can't fight back, essentially. This will be December 3rd, so whether or not the lawsuit concludes will more than likely be determined on this date. We'll not have any official update or major information drops until after mediation, but I'm crossing my fingers this can come to a close soon, as this has cost nearly $80,000 and legal expenses so far. Until then, the main channel will likely be returning to a regular schedule as I miss making goofy, lighthearted content. So yeah, Oz is out here just trying to survive and is getting absolutely drained from this litigation charges that Blair has been held in against him. And he's been doing GoFunds to kind of like get through it, and people have been supporting it and help him in that way, but there's only so much so far that this can go. Also, in ridiculous lawsuits, bro, you guys remember the situation that happened with XQC and Adept? If you don't, I'll give you a quick reminder, but XQC, one of the most popular Twitch streamers in the entire world. He still streams on Twitch, right? I think he does. He's on Kick too, I think, sometimes as well. But yeah, super huge guy, reacts to a lot of content. It's kind of been laying low recently as well, but he used to have this girlfriend, her name is Adept. And after they broke up as boyfriend and girlfriend, she sued him, trying to basically get like half of his money as if they had like some type of common law marriage. During the process of these two basically breaking up, I think she basically took his car illegally, is from what I understand, and then also he put a restraining charge on her, and then after the restraining charge came in, apparently she came in and just stormed into his room. Type of situation where it seems like this woman Adept was basically wants XQC's money for being in a relationship long enough. Not being married, but just basically dating him long enough, being boyfriend and girlfriend. Well, this one says, breaking after losing multiple times in court throughout the year, XQC's ex-girlfriend Adept is now suing him again. All old claims of marriage, defamation, and much more is being refiled in the state of California. So she's basically running it back in a different state. I don't remember what the original state was, but she's trying her best, I guess, to get, some settlement, because she's suing for like millions of dollars. Like, this is like the damages that she believes that she'd be getting. So my guess is she's trying to settle somewhere. But my guess is XQC is willing to spend as much money as possible to make sure she gets $0. This is, yeah. Another wild streaming event. Okay, bro. JRC Mata said this kick streamer by the name of Dum Dum G's took a homeless woman on a date at a restaurant and then left her with the bill. Thankfully, though, the restaurant did pay for her and he was banned. Dang, that's evil. That's evil. Why is Kick always the place that births some of the most worst and evil types of people, bro? Like, you gotta think, man, if your platform is out here producing this type of content, like these kind of people are out here making, this is just, this one sucks, right? Like a homeless woman, like, already struggling, and then you monetize her, and then you put her in that's evil. That's really inherently just messed up as a human being to put another human being through that.
Okay, fuck, my car, I think I left my wallet in my car. Fuck, I'll be right back. All right, bro.
You even got the chat, and the chat usually just as bad as the people, but the chat saying, do not do that. Nah, like the chat, the Kick chat, some of the most toxic people, and they're saying, bro, you are officially going too far, bro. No, do not do that, cuz.
My name's, ATM, Nari. Thank you.
Just have NA.
Yeah.
You caught an Uber?
I'm just on stream.
You're what?
Oh, nah. It reads over here. Streaming platform kicks Holly London. Why is Ollie London here? Streaming platform Kick offers homeless woman $50,000 after one of the platform streamers died and dashed while taking her to a restaurant in a cruel prank. Streamer Dum Dum G's has been banned from the platform after he live streamed taking a homeless woman to the restaurant. Kick co-founder Bijan Tarani has offered $50,000 if she can be identified. Quote, I'm disappointed this happened on Kick, and we've got $50,000 for the lady if anyone can connect us. So I said, hey, sorry this happened. But you know how we have like infinite amount of money? We'll just throw money at the situation to kind of fix the damages. Like this, again, my concern when it comes with Kick is that these things don't leave your, like, you can't buy goodwill. You're creating a community with just freaking piss ass, with the worst of the worst type streamers of all time, right? Eventually someone's going to come out here. It's going to keep happening, right? They're going to keep multiplying. They're going to keep duplicating because there's no regulations. And then again, I keep saying this over and over and over, someone's going to die, okay? I don't know how they're going to die, but people are going to see it. They're going to record it, whether it's the streamer or somebody that they're recording, someone's going to die, and it's going to be gruesome, or it's going to be bad, or it's going to be graphic. And Kick is just a walking liability right now when they're just allowing these type of people to, like, I mean, he's banned, but like, again, you can't just throw money as a solution to the fix. You got to try to change the culture in some kind of way. You've legitimized yourself as a streaming business. So now try to legitimize like the goodwill that your company represents. Cause otherwise you're just going to keep having these fools just keep popping up left and right. So guys, let's wrap up today's content with two interesting stories that I think you might want to know. One having to do with Crunchyroll. I think the #1 leading anime service right now and at the time. Apparently someone made a tweet and it's a big deal, apparently a felony, saying, dear friends, if you send me anything care of Funimation or Crunchyroll in the last 5 years, I apologize, I didn't get it. I just learned yesterday that at Crunchyroll opened my private mail, threw away your letters, and passed out any included items to their staff. Holy freaking moly. That is a big deal. For those of you guys who might not know, when it comes to the United States Post Office, okay, they have their own FBI. They have their own agency. They take any kind of crimes when it comes to letters and people messing with packaging very, very seriously. Okay. They got their own task force to make sure that people who do these kinds of things get punished to the full degree. They just don't mess around. They just don't. Why? I don't know, because it's the exchange of information. But these dudes are famously known for just not messing around. Someone's saying, "Are you serious?" And David's saying, "Yes, so serious, possibly never more serious." David Wald, by the way, being a voice actor. I'm not exactly sure who this person has voiced, but yeah, I'm guessing has worked with Crunchyroll and Funimation in the past or in some capacity. Scrolling down, it looks like he was replying to some of the people saying, "What the actual F? What did they say about it? This has to be illegal." And they said, so far they've replied to none of my emails on the matter. This one's saying, "Are you effing serious? That's mail fraud." Someone said mail theft, actually, if I'm not mistaken. And if I'm not mistaken as well, mail theft is punishable to at least 5 years in prison, okay? No. Another voice actor said, "Oh my God, WTF." Adding to this is the fact that they constantly give out free merch to the employees and voice actors aren't allowed to participate. We also no longer get free copies of our own work. We don't even get invited to Christmas parties. We are just a product. Good Lord. I was thinking about being a voice actor. I hear so many voice actors complain about being voice actors. Here the industry is really messed up, and it's only getting worse as AI keeps coming in and starting replacing some of these voices as well, or replicating voices that already exist. David saying, "Too true, except now that I think of it, I'd say most companies defend their products with a lot of enthusiasm. We're staplers, we're post-it notes, we're fragile, but we're replaceable, we're office supplies." Oh my Lord. David then posted this and said, "Dear fellow workers at Crunchyroll, below is a photo of the complete contents of one of the packages addressed to me that was opened and distributed to the employees. If you ended up in possession of any of it, I would very much like it returned to me." I cannot imagine that for 5 years that I was receiving letters from like the homies and I never received them. And then the gifts that were being given to me from the homies, from you guys, was being redistributed to the people and the employees of the office. Hello? What? Why would someone even do that? Like, I'm trying to figure out like the why. Why would anyone just do that? That's absolutely freaking insane. The person who gave the care package said, "I'm so sorry. My care package did not reach you. It's incredible that your personal mail was mishandled like this. I hope people do the right thing and the items find their way back to you." And he said, "I'm livid about it, hon. Thankfully, someone gave me the Dirt Zane and the Bad Adams book yesterday, which they found on the company giveaway table. Hope the rest comes back soon." I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. If y'all was out here sending me stuff for real, now I'm thinking about it, I'd be livid. I'd be livid as hell if someone took my mail for 5 years from you guys and I could never ever reach you guys. And you guys are like, "Man, Omni sucks. I ain't gonna watch no more. I sent him something he didn't even." Nah, I would have been, what's going to happen? Someone asking, "The workers at Crunchyroll seriously opened your package and distributed?" And David said, "I assume that the workers just took stuff they were told was free. The management made the decision." So who's the management? Who is it? Who said it? Who done did it? Because you know it's probably just one or two people, right? Just one person was just like, bam, whatever, right? But who done did it? What's going to happen? Well, as of yesterday, it looks like the guys over here at Anime's News Network got an email response saying that Crunchyroll states it is investigating the situation after the voice actor claims the company opened his mail and gave away the content. Specifically, a Crunchyroll spokesperson told ANN on Saturday that it is investigating the situation after the voice actor and ADR director David Wall claimed on X Twitter that the Friday, blah, blah, blah. Wall said on X Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's basically it. So they're investigating it. That's it. Which is always interesting, right? Because you have like the person who did it investigating themselves and maybe they're going to try to find the culprit, right? But this is a pretty huge accusation. And if the USPS post office people want to get involved in this as well, it's going to escalate and get even worse. Someone's got to take the fall. I'm just curious as to who it's going to be. And the last thing you guys want to know, that was for the anime hits. For the gamer hits, this is some bad news. It might affect a lot of you at home who are still interested in buying video games, but Nintendo sent me this article that said the US Copyright Court doesn't want to grant a DMCA exemption towards video games, a massive blow towards video game preservation. That's wow. Okay. Holy moly, this is an absolutely astronomical ruling, okay? If you guys don't know what this means, according to gamehistory.org and the Video Game History Foundation, the preservation of video games are going to become much more difficult with this DMCA ruling, okay? If you guys don't know, again, what's basically happening right now is that gaming companies are trying to switch to digital video games, okay? They don't want to make the hard cases anymore because they can save a lot of money, but also what's even better is that if they sell you a digital game, you don't own it. You don't own digital video games. You basically buy a license to play the game, but you don't actually own the game anymore. So less ownership is better for the video game companies as well because they have more control over who plays the game. It also allows Nintendo to do things, well, like, hey, if you don't actually own a game, you can't really share it that well. It's harder for you to preserve it. It's harder for you to keep it. The preservation then starts coming back to the actual creators of the video game. So what you buy is no longer a tangible object that you can own and use for yourself. It's just now a license, but you're still paying the exact same amount of money if you were to purchase a game. That's the catch right there, okay? You're still paying $70 for something just that you still don't own it. Now if you owned it, right, you would think maybe you would pay a premium there as well, but the price ain't even changing. So as you can see, this is a big incentive for gaming companies to pursue. And Nintendo's been pushing the bad boy left and right because it allows them to release old video games, but like price at a higher place, and you can't possess it because you can't buy it. So it's, as you guys can see, as a video game collector, as a person who wants to buy and own video games, they're slowly taking away your rights to actually having preservation of video games as a consumer. It reads here, for the past 3 years, the Video Game History Foundation has been supporting the Software Preservation Network, also known as the SPN, on a petition to allow libraries and archives to remotely share digital access to out-of-print video games in their collections. Under the current anti-circumvention rules in Section 1201 of the DMCA, libraries and archives are unable to break copy protection on games in order to make them remotely accessible to researchers, okay? So yeah, while they are disappointed by the Copyright Office's decision, they have no regrets about going through this process. That's what they were trying to push, and it failed. Our leaders do not care about the preservation of video games. That's the last thing that's on their mind. In fact, they were like, look, y'all send me enough money, okay, you can lobby the hell out of me and I can get rid of these video games. Win-win for me because I don't even like video games in the first place. It's got to get to the point where people who are actually gamers are in the government to be like, bro, hey, nah, homie, I can't do this. Because you don't probably have a lot of gamers on the government, at least you would think, until I show you this clip of AOC and Vice President Tim Walz playing Crazy Taxi.
You're charging tourist prices up here from these fairs.
Oh, go. Sorry about that. Oh, this is San Fran. Watch this. I'm flying over this one. Out of the way, people.
Oh.
Oh, that was a problem. That is a problem.
You were bad.
Sorry. See, this doesn't feel quite as bad as Grand Theft, does it?
No, not at all.
Like I'm
but
not
also
trying to-
chaotic.
It's very chaotic.
This is great.
So this was the
Okay.
game back in '99. I know. Am I getting really punked hard on the comments?
No,
being
no.
like-
People are like
Okay.
super excited.
Nah, you was getting punked, bro. After that spit out. But yeah, seeing Tim Walz play Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi was like the game, by the way. That's one of the few games I think came up with the Dreamcast as well. But you might see it like at the arcade. Like Crazy Taxi. Yeah, let me get some tokens for this bad boy. Let me get it on the run rule. This game used to give me stress though, because okay, let me stop talking about this. This game used to stress me the hell out. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video, man. It was a lot. There was a doozy, and there's still more to talk about. I need to figure out how I'm going to be dropping you guys more information over this past couple of days, weeks, actually all the way up to the December years. I think I want to drop more late omnis for you guys. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you made it to the end, drop a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later on the next episode. Yeah, take it easy. Peace.